T-Man978.
Hello everyone, T-Man978. This is a look at Transformers Energon's Galvatron's packaging and his inserts. I'm doing a second video because I didn't want to be constrained. I didn't want my regular just chill review to go way overboard, and I wanted to just take as much time with this box as possible because people might want to see it and just journey into the past. Here is the second version of the Transformers Energon packaging. The first version was like more white and blue, but this went for a more G1 approach. Well, the Autobot version of the G1 approach because it's red instead of purple. I guess you could argue that the first version was more geared towards the Decepticons. But here you can see the image of Galvatron there, and that is part of the Power Links battle. This is, like I said, the second phase. Usually in their series now, they run for like a year or close to a year, and then they switch up things and switch up the packaging to try to make it fresh and new and make people more reinvigorated to buy toys. And as you can see here, Hasbro goes back and forth with their packaging and what they want to give us. Here we see the multi-language thing, but of course all the packaging doesn't have multi-language. And here are the details on what you need to make this guy work. My packaging is in horrible condition, as you can see. On the side, we get a bigger picture of Galvatron right there. And they are really trying to push this robots in disguise thing. And they haven't stopped, as you see, because we have the full-on robots in disguise line. And even during Transformers Prime, they called them robots in disguise. Back here, because of all this multi-language stuff about which the figure can do, he has 0 bio. Here's something else they keep changing. The transformation levels, sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 3. In this case, it's 4. And he's a 4 for some reason. I don't know why. He should be either a 1 or a 2 because he is so simple. He transforms in literally like 5 steps. Pull the legs down, pull the feet out, pull the arms apart, and pull the head down, and basically he's done. Maybe lift the cockpit back. He's done. They tell you that he can have up to 6 minicons on him. The minicons don't even do anything, but there's an option. Here's all this, and here's the cross sail on the bottom. Optimus Prime, I never bought this guy because look at that. He's just so fat and unattractive, and it looks like his legs don't even move. I never was interested in that. He's basically made for this super mode right here, which still looks non-posable. But anyway, the other cool things that he came with. Collector's card. This is something they've been going back and forth with. In Japan, they pretty much always get a collector's card for all of their figures, usually. Same image, and he actually has multi-language text spec, which doesn't give him room to have a bio. Of course, he comes with the instructions. That's boring. I'm not even going to go into instructions. You could look that up on Google. But he came with this cool comic/product catalog. Let's go into the comic first, because this is something they go back and forth with too. This is volume 4, so I'm guessing this was the last chapter of this series of comics right there. They're letting you know that the show was on VHS right there. And I'll give a nice close-up to this comic if anybody wants to pause and read it. You can see Kicker right there, some of the Autobots. I used to love that Shock Blast / Shockwave, or AKA Shockwave. There's this. Never bought this guy. He didn't have any articulation. He just and he transformed by splitting him in half and putting them back together. I didn't really like that. He was just nothing but an add-on for Optimus Prime, as I guess this is detailing right here. Here's this. It looked like he's killing somebody. Did I buy that guy? His name was Mirage, but he was Tidal Wave in a new body. And the show used to be on Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network always does Transformers dirty. Now for the product catalog. I wish all the Transformers came with a catalog so you can know what you're missing or what you might want to get. FYI, I actually have this guy right here. I have all these people right here. Here is a close-up on their names. I forgot his name was Jetstorm and not like Superion or something. I mean, not, what's the guy's name? Oh my God. Why can't I remember his name? Oh my God, but you know what I'm talking about. The leader of the Aerobots. In fact, they gave all these dudes different names except Bone Crusher down there, which I thought they lost the license for it at one point. Constructicon Maximus and not Devastator. Silverbolt. Barricade. Man, they gave these guys any old name. But some of these names they have been using over and over again, like Barricade right there and Blackout. They used those during the movie. Here is Wing Saber. Skylynx, I didn't buy any of these guys. Oh yeah, I do own all three of these combiners, by the way. I never bought this guy or the green version. I have Landmine and not Landquake. I used to just love him because I like putting the armor on him, making them all powered up like right here. And he made a transformation sound, original G1 transformation sound. Here's this Galvatron, here's Optimus again. I bought a Mega Supreme for my son. I wish I would have bought it for myself, but I didn't. So now I'm pretty sure several pieces of that thing is missing, maybe even one half of his body. If not the Headmaster. And they actually cared about alternators in here. These were the second year of alternators, where they changed the packaging of them two to match the red and put robots in disguise. I don't see robots in disguise here, but there's that. Here's Shock Blast, because they didn't have the name for Shockwave available. And here's Transformers Universe, which would eventually become Transformers Classics / Generations. Or I should just say Transformers. No, Universe started again. But mostly Universe were Beast Wars and Beast Machines molds repurposed to make either new characters or just powered up versions of old characters. But there you go. And yeah, that's about that. I wish Hasbro would get consistent on what they want to give us, because truth be told, as nice as this looks, I'd rather just get an, if they could make the character on the inside be well better engineered and painted, I'd rather not get a full-on comic like they give us with Combiner Wars. And some of them they don't even come with a comic. Some of them they're multi-language, some of them they're not. These aren't multi-language, but then you get to the Voyagers, and the Voyagers are multi-language, meaning they have a one-sentence bio, which is just so boring. my camera cut off. I was going to say, I'd rather they spend the money making better engineering into the actual toys or giving them better paint. Jeez. I don't need a comic, because these comics, the comics are usually like $4 or $5 a piece. So that's $4 or $5 they're taking away from the toy, and $4 or $5 they're adding on to the freaking price of the toy. And I'd rather not have that. I mean, I can see where it's good, whereas this doesn't have any like media. You have to read their bios if you don't know who these characters are, but I know who these characters are already. I know who Mirage is. Mirage is... I've been around forever, but of course, new fans, I could see where a comic would come in handy, but typically the comic doesn't even have anything to do with the particular character in there. In fact, hold on. Nope, Mirage isn't anywhere in this comic. Now, what I do like about this comic is this big extended bio you can see on my review of him. And this info and pictures and stuff they have right there. That's cool. Give me a sheet with this on it. But I don't need a whole comic if it's going to raise the price of the toy. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I enjoyed showing it off. I enjoyed talking. T-Man 978. Out of here.